Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to Zen Tarot. My name's Julie. We're going to do a tarot card reading for you today, Sagittarius. We're going to take a look at your mid-year recalibration. So we are checking in halfway through the year of 2025, see where your energy is at and where you're going. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I am open for those. I will leave my information in the description box below. Sagittarius, let's get going. Let's get right into it. I want to get an Osho Zen Tarot card for you. This mid-year check-in is opening up your 9th house. So that's all about wisdom, expansion, and soul purpose. So let's see what's going on with you. Can we get an Osho Zen Tarot card for Up in the Ether for the sign of Sagittarius for this mid-year check-in for Sagittarius spirit? Ordinariness. I love this card, the Eight of Pentacles. Just really moving into a much more ordinary life, feeling more normal to you. It doesn't feel so out of whack or like everything is so crazy. So taking it easy, self-mastery too is what the Eight of Pentacles represents. There you are. Look at this with the Page of Wands here with playfulness. Good God. Good God, you are moving into a much more playful time here, Sagittarius, really even actually enjoying this last half of 2025. Do I dare say it? Do I dare say that you're moving into a much happier state or frame of mind or state of being here? Feeling a lot more playful, just joking around a lot more, laughing a lot more, not taking life so serious or being so attached to things here. So, or the outcome, that's what came through right then when I said that. You're not so attached to the outcome. So yeah, let's take a look at an animal spirit guide. What kind of animal spirit guide is walking with Sagittarius? I want to see what kind of animal energy is walking with you for the last 6 months, for this next 6 months of 2025. What kind of animal spirit guide is walking with Sagittarius? Whew. Ooh, the deer spirit, bring a gentle touch. 18 converts to a 9. 9s are all about endings and saying goodbye. So it's almost like you have this grace toward the past. You're just kind of looking back at the memories, the nostalgia, and wishing it well, giving it grace, but not dwelling on it, not letting it ruin your today, what happened yesterday. So I love that. The squirrel spirit, believe in yourself. Wow, look at this, number 57. What is that? A 12. It converts to a 3. Believe in yourself. It's time to believe in yourself. It's time to trust yourself. Look at this with the koi fish spirit, number 36, another 9. Sagittarius, are you saying goodbye to someone or something or some pattern or some idea or belief? There's always enough. So maybe it's the poverty mentality that you are letting go of, that there's not enough or there's not going to be enough. Maybe you've been projecting this fear into the future that there's not going to be enough, so you've been kind of hoarding or stowing things away with the squirrel spirit, right? Just all those nuts, all those acorns hidden all over the house. All those treasures hidden under the couch cushion there. So yeah, you've been really kind of hoarding, kind of saving what you have, not wanting to spend or expel because you're fearful that that's either going to be taken from you or it's not going to be enough to sustain. So you've had this real kind of underground worry going on. And now it's time to just kind of go off grid, to just give up the idea that you can control the future or you can control the outcome or you can control anything that's going on, right? You're no longer controlling or trying to control the uncontrollable. And there's always enough. I love that message with the koi fish. Groundhog spirit, time to let go. Wow, it's like you're cleaning out the basement or cleaning out the attic and really deciding what can stay and what can go here. Are you in cleaning mode? Maybe you're in summer cleaning mode here. 31, it converts to a 4. 4s are about resting. Time to let go. Time to let go and have some fun and feel free again. There's this feeling of freedom that's wanting to burst from me right now. It's just you feel like you've been restrained or you've been restricted or you've been held down in some way. At least the energy feels this way, like you've been really oppressed or suppressed here, and now you're just bursting through. It was enough pressure on you to help you to gain momentum. So it's almost like you went off to a ranch and rode some horses for a little while to gain some clarity, to gain some importance in Mother Nature, and shifting priorities. That's what I'm seeing here, shifting priorities for sure. You have been shifting priorities as this year has moved on. You're letting go of some things that you've been holding on to with a white-knuckled grip for a really long time. And it has to do with how you're feeling about abundance, how you're feeling about money, how you're feeling about love. It's like you're just holding on so tightly because you're fearful that it's going to reject you or abandon you or leave you. And in the meantime, it's just, you're strangling it to death. It's like, I'm thinking of this cartoon when I was little. What was her name? She would hug her dog so tightly. She's like, I'm going to love you and squeeze you. And she would just strangle this dog with her love, right? It feels like that, like you're just suffocating your precious thing because you love it so much and you're going to hold it and love it. And so it's just, you're strangling something to death here. Maybe it's a dream. Maybe it's a desire or a goal, but you have strangled it to the ground to try to make this stay, try to make it stay. It's like if it, let it free, let it go free. If it returns to you, then it's yours, right? All right, Sagittarius, what is going on in the mind space with you? We're going to take a look at the mind, the heart, and the soul here, but first we're going to start at the mind space. What are you focused on right now, this mid-year, this midpoint in 2025? What is your primary focus? What is Sagittarius's primary focus? Seven of Pentacles, was the juice worth the squeeze here? So maybe you're wondering, was all that time worth it, putting in, trying to make this happen, trying to make this work, being very, very attached to the outcome here. So yeah, you've been kind of hiding away and hiding things away, hiding your treasures away, hiding your heart away, hiding your love away here, just trying to hold on to it. Trying to hold on to it. It's like that last drop of water. You're trying to ration it. And if you just looked up, there's a whole sea of water waiting for you, but you're so focused on that last drop. Very, very focused. What are you so focused on? What is Sagittarius so focused on with that Seven of Pentacles and that squirrel spirit, believing in yourself? Seven of Swords, all the trickery that's gone on, all of the mistrust, all of the doubts and insecurities you've been focused on here, really looking at it so you can discard it maybe or walk away. Look at this Leo energy on the bottom of the deck with the sun. Good God. Wow, there's a playfulness entering. There's like your inner child is really waking up right now and wanting some attention, wanting to play. But you're so focused on what could leave you, what could be taken from you, what could be stolen from you that you're not quite seeing the forest through the trees here. You're so focused on the tree, just so focused on nurturing this one tree, and the whole forest is like, look up, Sagittarius, look up. Whew. Tell me about that Seven of Swords there, the Page of Wands and the Two of Cups. It could have to do with the relationship or feeling like you want to have that connection, but you're not quite trusting. You're not quite trusting. A new adventure coming in with the Page of Wands towards the end of the year here. So there's that head lift, that kind of head lift up from what's gone on in the past and not trusting yourself. So it feels like you made a decision. You made a decision a while ago. You committed, and when you commit fully. But then it got very tricky, You felt like you had to really hold on to what you had, or it just felt like something was slipping from you. And the harder you tried to grasp it, the more it just kind of went through your fingers, like sand through your fingers. And then you just got so focused on those last grains of sand. This is all I have. This is all I have in the world. So I'm not giving it up. It became very precious to you. But now that you're moving toward the end of the year, this just feels like it's burning a hole through you. It's just like, there's got to be more. There's got to be more. And so you're willing to just let it go. Let go of the mistrust, let go of the doubt and the insecurity. This is about believing in yourself and the decisions that you're making here. It's about saying goodbye to the past, to the old you, and letting yourself change, allowing yourself to change. And part of that change means trusting yourself again. Two of Cups, this relationship. I'm curious about this relationship. What's this relationship that's showing up towards the end of the year for Sagittarius? Two of Pentacles, you're on the fence about it. And the Queen of Swords, you're feeling a little too beat up to jump into a relationship right now. You've gone through something in the trust, in the mind space here, questioning things and wondering about things. Are there hidden things that you can't see? Just really feeling like there's things going on maybe that you can't get a grasp on. There's something you've been trying to get your hands on, or to manifest it into your life. But the more you have tried to bring it in, the more it just feels like it's slipping through, because it's like, it really is like sand. It's shifting and changing all the time. Our wants and dreams and desires are ever changing. So let yourself change. Allow yourself to change without beating yourself up. Or maybe somebody's in your life saying, well, that's not you, or you didn't used to believe that, or you didn't used to think that, and trying to kind of conform you or make you who you used to be. Because people get comfortable with who we are. They know who they are when they're with us. And so when we start changing, they kind of have this little identity crisis. Well, who am I now? Especially if you're in a partnership, which this is showing up with the Two of Cups here. But you're worn out and you're tired and you need some replenishment and you need some trust. Some trust will absolutely soothe these wounds of mistrust of yours. So yeah, you're moving into a much more trusting time, letting that inner child come back out and play. You've been really pushing that inner child down, saying there's too much work to do, or it's you're having too much fun. It's almost like you're beating yourself up if you have too much fun. Right? How dare you? How dare you? And now you're just like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go have some fun. I'm going to go have some fun without worrying about the consequences or worrying about having to explain yourself to someone. Maybe that's it. You've had some splaining to do maybe. And now you're just like, no, I'm not going to make excuses for why I'm happy. That's the last thing I'm going to do, is argue for my happiness here. So you're letting that go, but you're getting a little bit of rest right now in the mind space. So a lot of meditation, a lot of deep breathing, and trusting. This is taking that big trust fall and knowing that you don't have to take complete control over this, that you can give this to God. And when you do, the bigger picture, the broader picture opens up. That big door opens up in front of you. Beautiful. Beautiful, but don't get so caught in that compartmentalizing everything so that it's almost like you're waiting to reward yourself. Don't wait to reward yourself. Just start rewarding yourself for a job well done. Because if you wait to reward yourself, you're just going to be, it's not good enough. I haven't done enough. I don't deserve that reward. You're going to start mistrusting yourself. All right, Sagittarius, let's take a look at the heart space, your emotions. Where are you at emotionally right now? What have you been focused on in the heart space for 2025, this first half of 2025? What have you been focused on? Look at this poverty mentality. This has been a big thing with you, with believing that you don't have enough or there's not going to be enough. And that's why this koi fish spirit is just popping out at me. There is always enough. There's always enough. Say goodbye to the poverty mentality. The Five of Pentacles is the poverty mentality. The Seven of Swords is paranoia, is fear that this is going to be taken from me. This very little that I have is going to be stripped from me. And so you're so busy, you're so tightly grasping that little bit that you're missing the bigger picture. You're missing the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow there. Moving out of poverty mentality. I love that. I love moving out of there's not enough. There's not enough, and moving into there's always enough. I always have everything I need when I need it. Has that not always been the case, Sagittarius? When you most need something, here it comes. It's like we don't need more than we need, or there's the fear that it's going to be taken from us, and we can't do with less than we need, because then there's the fear that we're going to starve to death, right? So there's this happy medium you're moving into, especially in the heart space, with there's always enough. Things come to me at the exact time that I need them, not before, not after. So beautiful, beautiful understanding of letting go of this poverty mentality. If that means living an ordinary life and letting go of the big dreams of being your name in lights there, then that's what it means, because that just kept you feeling worthless and unworthy and not good enough. So now you're managing these expectations. It's absolutely beautiful. 4 of Wands on the bottom of the deck, celebration time. Celebration time. Let's see what you are celebrating in the heart space here when you let go of this poverty mentality. What happens when Sag lets go of this poverty mentality, Spirit? Page of Swords. Wow, look at this. There's this brand new adventure calling to you. There's this eureka, this I did it. I did a thing here. So that's beautiful. Apprentice card showing up here. So you're moving into something new. We can see it with the Page of Wands as well. And the 2 of Pentacles, you're kind of juggling this decision mode. Where you're coming from, you don't trust that. You do not trust that. So it made you question yourself or not believe in yourself or feeling like a failure or an imposter or a fraud. It was never good enough. It was never good enough. It was always this dream ahead of you, or one day, right? One day I'm going to be happy. So you're moving into this apprenticeship, learning something new here. There's a new relationship popping up here, a new connection coming into your mind space here. Somebody you're thinking about a lot more now, or connecting with, or just having a good time with, instead of being so serious all the time. Maybe the conversation is much lighter with this person. But yeah, it gives you the rest and rejuvenation you need to start this new adventure. There's absolutely a new adventure you're running toward and away from the mistrust here as we move toward the end of 2025. Well, tell me about this new adventure. What is this new adventure opening up Sagittarius's heart space? What is that? Oh God, a dream come true with the 9 of Cups. Now you have 3 9s here. So there is something ending here, a big fat goodbye. I don't know what that is, but it's really freeing. It's really freeing in your heart space. And it's absolutely saying goodbye to poverty, saying goodbye to the there's not enough, or that I have to hold on to everything that I have here. You're saying goodbye. It's just this big release, this big deep breath. I'm going to trust. I'm going to give this away. I'm going to give away my last dollar because it's not doing me any good except making me focus on it too much. And then your big dream comes in. Huge goodbye to poverty. Big goodbye. Wow. This is beautiful. Tell me this dream coming true in the heart space for Sagittarius. Tell me why the 9 of Cups is here, Spirit. Why is the 9 of Cups here? 6 of Swords, because you've moved on. You have moved on past the choppy waters, past the fears. It's like there's that tipping point, right? If you can move past it, if you can get past the obstacle of fear of not having enough, then there's no stopping you. It's just you've gone beyond the point of no return. I think that's what I was going for. With the 6 of Swords, we're in the 6-month point here for 2025. This means a lot. It means you are following your dreams and your heart and your desires now without the expectation. You have learned how to manage your expectations of your dreams and desires, because sometimes those can get in our way just as much as hopelessness or doubt or insecurity because you're so focused on it. It's just too much focus on one thing that cut off the rest of the possibilities here. So you're letting go of that, moving on from the choppy waters, moving on from poverty, or at least feeling broke. Moving on from feeling broke. Love that. I love that. There's always enough. You're just really understanding that it's going to happen when you need it to happen, not before, not after, and it's not up to you. It's just really you're giving this away to Spirit. Best thing you could ever done. Well, where are you going to? Where are you moving to as we move toward the end of 2025 here? You're moving on with the 6 of Swords and getting out of there. Getting out of there. Where are you going? Where are you going in the heart space, Sag? Where are you going? There's that sun. Look at this. Look at this fire coming through. A real sense of peace and happiness here. You are going toward the light. You are not looking at the dark any longer. You've been looking at the dark for far too long, trying to get your vision straight or get your eyes adjusted to the poverty that you were living in. It's like, why? Why am I adjusting to this? I'm going to change. I'm going to go for my happiness, go for my dreams, and get all the things on my bucket list done before. I'm going to live before I die. This is so beautiful, Sagittarius. You're moving into such a happy period. You're going to be skipping down the street. I'm hearing the monkeys in my mind right now. about the cobblestone, skipping down the cobblestone. This is beautiful because you're feeling light, you're feeling easy, you're feeling happy, feeling groovy. Sagittarius, this is beautiful. You're going for the light. You're letting go of the poverty mentality, or that there's not enough, or that you should be scared, or that there's something to be fearful of. Maybe that's relationships, or getting too deep in relationships, or committing fully because you're afraid you're going to get your heart broken. And now it's just like, yeah, but you know, I'm going to love, and I'm going to commit. And if I get hurt, then at least I tried. At least I tried. The only way I can fail is if I don't try. So this is beautiful. Going for the gold now. Going for the gold. You're letting go of, you're not tripping over dollars for pennies any longer. You're really, really focused on the bigger picture. And the importance of things. The importance of things. Maybe money is not everything in life, right? Maybe it's better to just go off grid and live off the land and living on love and a prayer here. Maybe that's better. And why not try that for a little while? If it doesn't work, you can always jump right back into the rat race. So beautiful. Spirit, what's your advice in the heart space for Sagittarius? What is your advice? Good God, there's some kind of new adventure coming up with you with the Three of Wands, planning and preparation and having the foresight to see the forest through the trees here. So you're shifting your focus. You're putting on some kind of different glasses here, Sagittarius. You see things so differently, especially as we move through the end of the year here. Eight of Wands, something coming in, I mean, really, really fast. Seven of Wands, that has you putting your guard down. You've got a couple of sevens here in this row. You've been arguing for your own limitations for far too long. You're letting this tornado of abundance take you away. You're not fighting anymore because you were scared of where this was going to take you. It's like you were Dorothy in the Wizard of Oz, and you were so fearful this tornado was going to rip everything out from under you and throw you into the land of Oz here, where it was so unfamiliar and so scary and so unknown to you here. So you've been holding on with this. You know, I see the wind. I see you holding on to the bed frame, your body flying here, but you would not let go. It was like, I can't let go of the known. I can't let go of what I know because it took me so long to get here. So now you're just like, you know what? I'm going to let the wind take me. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to stop going down this crazy rapid river, and I'm going to go down the lazy river. I'm going to get in my donut and I'm going to float down the lazy river and see where it takes me. See where this tornado takes me. I'm going to let go. I'm going to release. I'm going to trust. I'm going to trust God. I'm going to trust myself and see where it takes me. This is glorious. I can't wait. Where is it taking you? Where is it taking you? Where is this tornado taking you? Hanged man, you've been doing this a long time. And the Ten of Swords, away from betrayal, away from mistrust here. You've had to deal with a lot, and I could see why you're very mistrusting in the mind space. It was, you weren't paranoid. Everyone really was out to get you, Sag. It was like you had this light shining so brightly that people couldn't help but want to squelch it or want to dim it or be the person to bring you down a notch, right? You just kind of got too big for your britches in other people's eyes when they were going through so much. It's like, you know, I talk about this because people on YouTube are making apologies, like these channels we watch. I don't know, we watch stupid stuff on YouTube, but anyway, they start making apologies for making so much money. I wish this was my problem. But they start making apologies. They start making excuses of why they are where they are, because people are not happy for you. They're not happy for you. If you are living large and rolling in money, people are going to be very jealous. They're going to be very envious. They're going to want to take you down a notch so you can feel what it feels like where they are at. What they don't realize is that everybody has their own story, and where you are, I once was, where I am, you too shall be. We are all in this together, experiencing this pendulum of life where we go from rags to riches, from feast to famine, through all over and over again in one lifetime here. So you've been through it. You have been through the betrayal. You've been through the rejection. You've been through the waiting game. You've been through holding on to every last nut that you had for fear that there was no more coming through the door here. But now that you're moving into a much more abundant time, you're going to hold this a lot lot closer to your chest here. You're not going to be showing off with your, right, with your Tesla here. You're going to be very humble. You're all in it for the huge ranch out in the middle of nowhere. You're not in the high-rise apartment downtown showing it off here, right? So that's beautiful because you're coming from some very, very sacred energy here where you've gone through some very sacred lessons, Sagittarius. But it is time to shine. It is time to rise and shine because you have been through it. You have been squirreling away everything you have. You've been really, really playing by the rules, doing all the right things and having all the wrong things come to you here. So it's just you're so tired of playing by the rules, but getting screwed while everyone else is racing down the Autobahn here and doing 100 miles an hour. So it's your turn. It's your turn to jump on that speedway. It's your turn to jump on that freeway and feel your heart soar. It's just so time for you. So time for you. Really, really grasp this new inner child, beautiful playfulness that is coming through this last half of 2025. You're just going to be dancing through the streets in the sunshine here, even if it's raining. Beautiful. All right, Spirit, what's your advice to end off this reading for the last half of 2025 for Sagittarius, for this really coming out of your hole and showing the world who you really are, but not showing off? It's just such a difference. It's just really walking the walk instead of talking the talk. So how beautiful. What's your advice, Spirit? What is your advice for Sagittarius this last half of 2025? Celebrate good times. Sagittarius, 4 of Wands. There's that celebration card. You've really been through something. You've had to hold on to things with the white-knuckled grip out of fear of it being ripped from you, and it was not your imagination. Things literally were ripped from you. You had to say goodbye to that mistrust, to that doubt, that insecurity, that fear. You had to say goodbye to that fear, move on, move away, move out here, move into your own place, your own energy, your own sanctuary here. Now it's time to celebrate. Now that you've feathered this nest of this beautiful sanctuary, now it's time to thrive. Now it's time to really get those gardens going and thrive now, going from survival to thrival. Any last words of advice for Sagittarius, Spirit? Any last words of advice for this mid-year recalibration? 8 of Swords, get out of your own head. Don't stop yourself. Don't squeeze this dream to death here by having to plan every single detail out, by having to have the itinerary. Just go with it. Just go with it. Beautiful. Beautiful. Go in with the flow. Surrender it. Surrender it. Don't get caught up in your head about it. The High Priestess on the bottom of the deck, the number 2. Look at you seeing the bigger picture now. God, you're so psychic. You're so in tune with energy. You can really feel your way there. So everything in due time here, Sagittarius. It's all for purpose. It was all leading you right to this moment here. Even the sabotage and the lies and the rejection and the betrayal, it was all to push you to let it go, to free yourself of the things that have been holding you down. Maybe it was the riches that were really stunting you because you were holding on to those so tightly, or the love or the relationship, or it just felt like you were really, really smothering something to death, smothering your dream to death. And now you're just releasing it. It's like, go be free. It's like the dove spirit. Just go be free. If it loves you, it's going to come back to you. If it doesn't, it was never yours in the first place. Just set this dream free so it can expand and grow and morph and merge. And when it comes back to you, it's going to be so beautiful. You're going to know, you're going to recognize, oh, there you are. There you are, happiness. There you are, peace. And there's always enough. There's always enough. You are absolutely saying goodbye to the poverty mentality and letting it go. You're not standing out looking in at everybody having the party inside any longer. This is your party. This is your house. Beautiful. All right, Sagittarius, I'm going to leave it here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. It really helps my channel. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And I will definitely tune in with you soon.